Hey, you guys. It is another Thursday. That means we made it through another week. So here we go, another week, another episode with Vickey P on Allegedly Media on YouTube. Now, welcome to Allegedly Media, where the stories are real, the culture is loud, and the conversations stay honest. No other way but honest. I'm your host, Vickey P, and tonight we're tapping into a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Everything that you need to know about a little bit of this and a little bit of that. The headlines, the moments, and the mess that's going on. Come on, let's say it again. Come on. Come on in, get comfortable, drop a comment, share the live because you're tuned in with Allegedly Media and Vickey P. So now let's get into it. Okay, you guys. Now I will say, I hope everybody on here that's a father, I hope they had a happy Father's Day. Now we're going to get into this, you guys. First, we are going to talk about the World Cup worker claims that she had to cover her Nike logo on her tennis shoes. Did you hear me? She claimed she had to cover her Nike's logo. So hold on one second, guys. Let me get this pulled up. Let me get the volume up on this, and we're going to get into it. How about that? We are going to get into it. Here we go. Again, a World Cup employee had to.
That's not Adidas. Oh, it's not that serious.
I'm going to let it play again so you guys can get the full effect. Like I said,
I'm working at the World Cup at the at the San Francisco Bay Area Stadium, and I had wore my Nikes today on accident. Bro, tell me why this is what the fuck they made me do. Bro, they handed me tape and they were like, "You need to cover that up. That's not Adidas." Bro, it's not that serious.
oh my gosh, she said that it's not that serious. Now, I am sure they gave you a dress code before you even started working. Now, if this is an Adidas campaign, how are you going to come in there with Nikes on? Yes, put some tape over those Nikes and get to work, okay? To check out more on this story, go to Instagram to Allegedly Media, and hey, you can see the whole story. Because I tell you, when she says it's not that serious, I'm thinking to myself, it's pretty serious to me. Now we're going to get into this. Eli, actor Faison, actor Faison, Faison Love, he appears in court today because of child support. He's behind on his support. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This
Failing to turn himself in for contempt of court and failing to make child support payments. Love's attorneys argued he is struggling financially, saying he has no home, drives a 1999 vehicle, and has no savings, even relies on friends to help pay many of his expenses. But the attorney for the mother of his child argued Love has repeatedly ignored court orders, hasn't paid child support in years. Love himself testifying that he recently saw his daughter and does what he can.
You see your daughter too, right?
Yes, I had just saw her. This lady had dropped her off and gave her money because she just had a new daughter and she didn't have no.
Let's not just speak to this. I don't want you to get upset because you are an excitable gentleman,
Okay.
right?
Yes, but
Okay. Mr. Love, you have the current ability at this point in time to pay $2,500 a month in child support.
right now,
Yeah.
no.
The sentence is preventing him from working and ruining his name in Hollywood.
okay. Y'all see my face? Okay. he, he's behind on child support. But did you guys see the wheelchair? The wheelchair. Why is it when we have to go to, well, people have to go to court, they're walking around every day, but then they end up in a wheelchair? Why is that? Come on, Faison. Come on. Okay. Up next, we're gonna keep getting into this because that kind of took me out with Faison. I mean, of course, we know he's a well-known comedian and behind on child support, but the wheelchair, come on, you guys. Now, up next, this is a ride malfunction at New York amusement park. Okay. Now, when I say they left kids in the air for 50 hours, okay, I don't think I would continue to get on these rides. So just stay with me while I pull this up. But stay off these rides, okay? Stay off of them. Here we go. And excuse me, let me make a correction on that. I said 50 hours. No, I meant they were up 59 feet high. Either way it goes, stay off those rides. Okay, come on, stay off the rides. I just had just talked about this maybe 2 weeks ago when some kids were stuck on a ride in a different state or something. Y'all stay off these rides. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I am hold on. I'm just gonna advertise about the podcast summit, you guys. So give me a second to pull it up. This is definitely a place that you need to be with the podcast summit. If you have a podcast, if you have a show, if you have anything like that, the podcast summit is definitely a way to go in, learn, and network. The podcast summit, level up your platform, grow your influence, build your legacy. You guys, it's 2 days of endless opportunities. So you guys can go to Eventbrite and buy your tickets. It's July the 2nd and the 3rd. Okay. Yeah, get ready for the podcast summit. I know I'm ready for it. I'm ready for anything that's going to help me elevate. I'm definitely ready for it. Now, I want to mention to you guys, you can go to Allegedly Media on Instagram for more content, for more information on the content that I'm showing you. Go right on over to Instagram and check Allegedly Media out. Listen, you won't be disappointed. I can promise you. And I'm going to introduce myself. I'm live with Vickey. I host the Live with Vickey P show. I am Vickey P, where it's always a vibe. You can check my show out every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook. I'm like a gumbo. I conduct interviews. So I interview artists, producers, businesses, I promote, community service, and I am a red carpet host and I host events. So that's enough about Vickey P. Now let's get into it. Now, this is an earthquake. 1 second, let me find this. Why I am telling you guys, this is a powerful 7.1 earthquake. When I say powerful, 7.1 earthquake in Venezuela. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to send our prayers out to all the people that has been affected by that 7.1 earthquake in Venezuela. So we're going to listen, we're praying for you guys. And I hope you guys just stay strong, and we're just praying for you guys. All right. Now I am going to introduce one of our newest host members. And I am so excited to do this because she is one of the newest host member of Allegedly Media. Let me get into it. Let me find her beautiful, beautiful flyer on here. Hold on. And her name is Miss Emily May. Yes, we're going to definitely give her a hand clap. She is one of our newest members. And I had the flyer right here beside me, and I don't know what I did with it. But anyway, welcome, Emily May. She's an entertainer. She's a host. She's a storyteller. And hey, she's letting you know, she's letting us know she's just getting started. So that is one of our new members. I am excited to have her on board. And listen, she's going to love working with Allegedly Media. Hello, Emily. I definitely wanted to send a shout out to her. Now we're going to go with Money Long shares a powerful story about her health update. Money Long has been having some health issues for the past 6 months. So let's get into Money Long's story, okay?
Mama came from just holding everything in, trying to shoulder everybody else's problems, always being the strong friend, the one who has it all together. I did not speak up for myself as I should. And, lupus disproportionately affects Black women, who are just expected to show up and be everything for everybody. Don't put yourself on the back burner for everyone else. You need to focus on you. You need to pour into yourself. Don't be afraid to say no. Rest if you need to. That is a radical thing for us to rest. Lay in that bed if you need a day. And just focus on you. Take care of you, please. Because I was really faced with my mortality. And I thought to myself, like, have I really served myself the way that I should? Have I really given to myself the way I give to others? And the answer was no. So this time around, I'm definitely going to be a little bit more selfish. I'm going to take care of myself first so that I can take care of everybody else.
And that beautiful son of yours.
Yes.
Priscilla, thank you so much.
Listen, did you hear what Money Long said? Take care of yourself. We don't ever know what people are going through. She has been suffering with this for the past 6 months. Shout out to Money Long. She looks absolutely beautiful. So we're going to keep Money Long in our prayers also. Now we're going to talk about a Louisiana man becomes the first in-state be functionally cured of sickle cell. Did y'all hear what I said? Functionally cured. For a second, let me get into it. Let's get into it. I am super.
First person in Louisiana to be functionally cured of sickle cell disease through gene therapy. That means the disease is no longer active in his system. Krusty says that his dream of becoming a pilot was almost taken away from him because of this blood disorder. He says it was tough, a two-year journey under this procedure, and he wants to pay that forward with his own nonprofit to help other people going through sickle cell treatment.
This entire journey was the hardest thing I've done in my life. And the reason why I work so hard with our organization, Privileged Pilots, is because I don't want anybody else to have to experience the loneliness.
Amen. Did y'all hear it? It's one important word out of that story. Cured. Cured. That is amazing. Shout out to the Louisiana team that took care of him. Now this young man can live a very fruitful, prosperous life. And he did mention that he's have started a nonprofit organization. So shout out, go to Allegedly Media and read up more about this and read up more about all of the content that I'm showing you. And again, I am your host, Vickey P. I hope you guys are having a good time. Drop where you're tuning in from, because at the end of the show I got something, a little treat that I'm gonna but right now, what I'm gonna do right now, I am going to give Money Long and this young guy this. Very well deserved. Don't you guys think so? I mean, those are life-changing incidents. Life-changing. Life. Now here we go. Let's get into it. It's some other things that I want to talk about right here. Juneteenth red carpet appearance in Atlanta sparks debate online. So let's get into this, you guys. Let's get into it. I'm gonna run it one more time from the beginning, you guys. Okay. When they say debate, the only thing that I can think of is Juneteenth is our history, is our cultural as African Americans. So I don't really understand. I guess for some people that doesn't understand the meaning of Juneteenth, I guess it probably would be a debate with them. But it's just to show and signify that, freedom. And I know people debate about everything. So it doesn't matter. They're going to debate about the color of my shirt that I have on tonight. They're probably going to say it should be black. But people debate on everything. But it's Juneteenth. That's our culture. That's our history. And I think they did an amazing job. For more information on that content, you can go to Allegedly Media on Instagram. Let's continue to get into it. Let's continue tonight. The times, let's keep rolling. Let's keep on. Now this, Barack Obama tears up during Michelle Obama's tribute at Presidential Center Open. I can only imagine that. Because Barack will cry in a heartbeat. Bless his heart. Let me get the volume on this right quick. It up. I'm learning how to maneuver this screen. This, honey. Here we go. Uh, hold on. Let me stop sharing. I didn't get the volume, but just hold tight. I'm going to get the volume. Just hold tight. Hold tight. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see now what we go.
How proud I am of the way you showed up.
Here we go.
And continue to show up every single day. It has been an honor to be by your side. You have made me a better person and have given us all an example that we should strive to emulate. And I hope you know, there is truly no higher calling than that.
Now we all know Barack will tear up now. Michelle usually don't tear up, but Barack will definitely tear up. You know he will. Well, shout out to Barack and Michelle Obama. Let's continue. Let's keep getting into it. And we have so much that we can cover. But I am okay. This is the arrest video shows Miss Juicy in tears while being handcuffed. Let's get into it. Miss Juicy. She is a reality.
So hand me this bag right here.
Okay.
And you can hold on to that one. However you think you can get up in there.
All right.
All right, you got it? All right. So what I need you to do is put your hands out in front of you, okay? I'll do it in front of your body. That way it's not as bad on you, okay?
And he said he gonna get the other tank out the back.
We're gonna take that one, okay?
And what if they?
Wow. Well, first of all, Miss Juicy, she is a reality. She a reality queen. She was part of. I can't think of the name of the reality show, but that's Miss Juicy. I hate that she got arrested. I don't know what it's for, but either way, I hate to see things like that. But it's one thing that I'm gonna point out. He could have helped her get in the car, he could have, but he did handcuff her in the front, and he did say, he didn't want her to be uncomfortable. So, okay, we're going to move right on along. Okay, you guys, let's move right on along. And let's see. I have some things that I have looked at that I wanted to share with you guys. And this is one of them. This is one of the things that has been on the news ever since it happened. But Stephen A. Smith weighs in on Carmela Anthony case. A kid was killed over a shove. Let's get into this.
When he wasn't judged, in my estimation, by a jury of his peers, even though there's no mandatory racial dynamic or demographic that needs to make up a jury. But the other side to it, I quoted his father when his father was saying, everybody thinks about it as grief. It's grief. He said, you know what it is? It's rage. That's what it is. And essentially what he was saying is that I sent my son to attract me and he never came home. Mm-hmm. And you've got to take that into consideration as well. So I don't like the 35-year sentence, and I think that needs to be probed to some degree. But in the same breath, a kid was killed. And all that happened prior to that was.
Okay. So we heard his opinion on it, and it's a sad situation. It's very sad. It's grief on both ends, grief on the guy that got killed and grief on his end. So what we're going to do, we're going to send out some prayers for Carmela Anthony and the other family for the loss of their son. It's just a tragedy when things happen like this with our with anybody. It's just a tragedy. Now we're going to continue to move along. It's just that story has been in the news now ever since the trial date. So that was something that I did want to bring up, that particular piece of content. And listen, I didn't see where anybody dropped where they were tuning in from. Like, am I the only one going to tell where I'm sitting at? I am in Alabama, you guys, and it's not raining. Okay, it is not raining. Usually, every time I get on, it's raining. But now let's get back into it because I have some more stories. Let's get back into it. And let's get back into it. Okay. Because, okay, this one right here. Incredible milestone. Chris Nick completes the Ironman 78.3 Massachusetts. This is I wanted to show this again. I think I showed this when it first happened, but I've been watching this over and over and over. That makes me smile. That makes me smile. Listen, he deserves this right here. You guys already know what I'm going to do. Well deserved, well deserved, well deserved. That makes my heart happy. Now, you can head on over to Instagram if you want to know more about this content. Head on over to Instagram with Allegedly Media. Like, share, and follow them. Again, like, share, and follow them. They always have the best news, the best entertainment, the best content on the page. When I tell you Allegedly Media is going to keep you up to date, baby, they're going to keep you up to date. I promise you that. I promise you. Let's continue to get into it. Let's continue to get into it. We're going to see A$AP Rocky and 50 Cent celebrated the Knicks' first NBA championship since 1973. Now, that's 1973 is a long time. Here we go. Here we go. Celebrate them Knicks, honey. Ain't nothing wrong with it. They're not my team, but
We did it, you heard? We did that. We won. For the city, you heard? For the city. New York,
I'm gonna let it run again so you can see the beginning. They are
yeah. Let's go. Bro, where your cup at? New York, nigga. Flip, you threw your cup out? Oh, fuck it.
Now that's celebrate. Congratulations, New York, the Knicks. Let me tell you something. When they won, I think everybody was like, oh, they're not my team, but congratulations to the Knicks. And 50 Cent and A$AP Rocky, they definitely celebrate. That's the way you celebrate, I guess. Let's continue to get into it. Let's continue. Now, this is sad. This is a 21-year-old woman dies in bungee jumping tragedy after harness was not attached. Not good at all. Y'all, we have to be careful on these excursions.
Ai, meu Deus do céu!
I'm gonna let it run again so you can see the beginning, but we have to be careful on these experiments.
Ai, meu Deus!
How? How did they make a mistake like that? A 21-year-old loses her life because they made the biggest mistake they could ever make by not tying the harness. Be careful on these excursions, you guys. Be careful. I think I'm a little old fashioned now. I don't get on anything when I go anywhere because too much is happening. But condolences to her family. Be careful, you guys out there on these. I'm telling you. Let's continue to get into it. Let's continue to get into it. I think we have a lot of things that's going on these days, but we're going to get into how to really cash in on streaming. DDG reveals how he turned streaming into a multi-million-dollar opportunity. I sure wish he would call. Don't y'all wish he would call and tell y'all? I know I do.
I gotta have to make this much. If you can average 2,000 to 3,000 people every time you stream, you can make 6 figures a month. All you need is 2,000, 3,000 people.
Why that number though?
Because like it's ads that run. So when the ads run on them 3,000 people, if you live for, let's just say 250 hours for the month or some shit like that, okay, you can make 100.
Now, when you stream, do you multicast or do you just pick one specific platform to stream off of?
I do multi-streaming now. I used to just do Twitch, but now I stream. When I stream, it's on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch.
YouTube, Kick, Twitch. You don't do TikTok?
Mm-mm.
Is it a reason why?
They too particular. Like,
I can't.
I be smoking weed and shit. Like, you know, if I do that on TikTok, they'll ban me.
Yeah. What would you say is your time that you aim for?
4-hour minimum.
Who? 4 hours
or more.
Mm-hmm.
While I've been on tour, I've been doing like anywhere between.
Yeah. Do he mean a 4-hour minimum a day? Or it has to be a day because he said 250 hours in a month. That's more than what I work on my 40-hour week job. He should be a millionaire because he's working 250 hours, 2,000 people that's watching. That's a lot, you guys. But hey, I mean, if that's his only job, then hey, he can set his own hours. But that was very educational. I felt like I needed to share that because that was an educational moment and pivot for all of us. Because I never thought about running ads. I never thought about that. Never thought about Twitch or Kick. Never thought about that. But guess what? When I get off here, I'm joining Twitch and Kick. Okay. And you guys better too, so we can monetize. All right. Let's continue. Let's get into it. Hold on. I have about 2 more stories that I want to talk about. And then we are going to call it a night, you guys. How about that? Okay. Here we go. Historic crowd, more than 1.2 million gather in Madrid for mass led by the Pope Leo. Come on, you guys. Listen, 1.2 million. That's a lot of people. 1.2 million. I'm gonna let it run again so you can see the beginning. Wow. When you talk about support, that's support. That's a lot of people gathered around. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. I wonder. No, I'm gonna keep it to myself. What I was just getting ready to say. I was getting ready to make a joke, but listen, I'm gonna keep it to myself. Okay. So listen, I am going to mention, our time is almost up, but in the midst of it's almost up, hold up. Before we get out of here, I need everybody locked in, okay? Locked in. Because next Thursday, we're dropping a giveaway. Everybody loves giveaways. And baby, you do not want to miss this one, okay? You do not want to miss this one. I'm talking about big energy. It's going to be another big prize, big love from the Allegedly Media family. So listen, this is what you have to do. Stay tuned next week. I'm going to break it down to you now. Stay tuned next week. So when you see the flyers drop, it's going to be a question. Once you put your answer up under the flyers, you will be entered in a drawing. Okay? I'm breaking it down how to enter. And trust me, the ones that have been on the other giveaways, y'all know what to do. So y'all gonna eat this up. I know it. Y'all better be ready and pay attention to next week. You guys better stay on Allegedly Media page on Instagram, Vickey P page, live with Vickey P page, Vicky Partlow page. You better go to Instagram, TikTok, anything Allegedly Media. Y'all better keep up with it, okay? Because I'm telling you, we might post it, keep it up a day, take it down, or we might post it on Monday, keep it up to Wednesday. I don't know how we're going to do it, but that means you guys have to pay attention to Allegedly Media page to see what's going on. Now, I just gave you everything how to enter. Okay? Just know you want to be in this drawing, okay? Now, I am going to do one more content and we're going to call it a night. How about that, you guys? Let's see. I wanted to talk about a Florida man unlocks police cruiser in under 10 seconds after officer accidentally locked the tails out. Come on now. Listen, in 10 seconds. What the hell do you think about?
Y'all here, right?
I'm gonna let that play again so we can see it from the beginning. But 10 seconds.
Hey, what you say? What you say you is?
Wow, bro. That's wild, bro. Charge them $1,000 like you charged me. I'm gonna charge
$2,000. Y'all here, right?
I mean, he is. Listen, I don't know what to make of that, but I'm glad he was there. But under 10 seconds, that means he know how to get in a car. In 10 seconds, and the police didn't even know, and the police locked himself in the car. Okay, come on. Now, again, make sure you guys follow Allegedly Media on Instagram. A flyer will be dropped about the giveaway, and the instructions are whatever the question is, you put the answer up under, and I can go ahead and give you the question. Okay. You're just gonna have to be quick about putting it. I want to see who's the first one. But the question is going to be, what was the first content that was dropped on this episode? The first content that I talked about on this episode. That is the answer. Okay. So that's going to let me know, not the answer, that's the question. That's going to let me know who, and I can see, like we can see like how many times somebody watched the show, or, of course you can see numbers. So you might have to go back and watch it a couple times to get it. But however you have to do to get it, you better get it. And come on over to Allegedly Media. When that flyer drop, put the answer down and it will enter you into a giveaway. Okay. Now I am getting ready to close this thing out, you guys. It has been fun. It has. All right, y'all. That's our time for tonight. Thank you for tapping in, sharing your thoughts, and keeping the conversation real. I'm your host, Vickey P, and it has been a pleasure hosting tonight's show with Allegedly Media. You guys stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you next time, because it's always a vibe with Vickey P. Good night, guys.